morning, everybody, whether you're on the East Coast, West Coast, or around the world. This is Coast to Coast. Hope everybody had a great 4th. How was yours, Pags? You are muted. There you go.
Yes.
Oh, and we got technology killing it already today. I love it.
Once one morning. Yeah, once a morning.
Every Monday, for sure. It's all right. I walked in and saw my camera mount had broke off the stand, and so the camera was on the floor, and I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely a Monday. But
okay.
Yeah. You good over there?
Okay. Correct.
So before we get too far into World Cup, because obviously we're going to spend some time there, Brandon Ayuk crashing out some more. And I think what's interesting about the what's interesting about what he's crashing out about now is he's crashing out about the team he's trying to force his way to. And so here's the clip. He needs somebody in his corner to just take away his Instagram, because he keeps putting out these just terrible posts. Mostly it's been going after the Niners. This time it's going after Washington's
Probably gonna text me talking about something. You on my team now. You follow my rules. Boy, I'm a grown-ass man, boy. You gonna have to stop running behind your mama, and I might believe what you talking about. But until then...
So now he's going after Jaden Daniels. You're going after the franchise guy of the team you're trying to force your way onto. I mean, you're almost guaranteeing you're never playing football again.
Just smarts. Very smarts.
I mean, this is Antonio Brown level self-sabotage here. Like, he hasn't ran off the field, but I don't know that he's even going to get the opportunity to do that.
It's just, you know what? I don't, whatever. I mean, obviously you are, somebody is telling you the right things to do.
Well, he represents himself, right? So the voice is in his head.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly correct.
But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was interesting, because again, most of the stuff that he's been, going after was the Niners, or at least the coaching staff, the GM, the organization as a whole. But he's pretty much kept it to the Niners, trying to force his way to Washington because supposedly Jaden Daniels is his buddy, right? And then now you have him doing this, and you're just like, dude, like nobody in the league is looking at this like, oh, that's our guy.
Well, he obviously doesn't care. So,
well, and money obviously doesn't make any difference because he's going to lose another 18 mil here pretty soon. So I don't know. I don't get it. Let me show up to some of these camps. I could use 18 mil.
Yeah, I could still catch a ball.
Right?
I'll take a hit.
Maybe just one, because I'll probably be broken at this point. But but hey, you still get paid on IR.
But anyways, it's such as life.
There we go.
But there we go. Sorry, I had a phone call came in that I had to take right then and there, and that's why I was like, all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, thank God they were quick. Life stuff happening. This Thursday, I'm not going to be around today. This Thursday either. So this week is a lot of stuff going on.
Nice.
between the kids and myself, it's like yeah, busy.
Right on.
Just like the World Cup has been.
Yes, it has.
Very, very busy. So I will say that on the 4th there wasn't really any big surprise. It was like kind of got it. Like you know the Friday on the 3rd, it's with Argentina and Cabo Verde. I kind of thought that it was going to be a good game, and Argentina pulls it off at the end.
Mm-hmm.
It's like from what I understand, I mean, it's like they really thought that they kind of screwed Cabo Verde a little bit, but
Yeah. Yeah.
that
No, I
game's
mean,
at 8 o'clock tonight. I have plenty of time.
yeah. No, I mean, there were some things, when you go back and watch the tape that, things that could have went their way. Like it looked like there was a pretty obvious handball that was missed that could have changed something. So, I mean, there were things that were missed, but there's things missed in every game.
Yeah. Well, and it's, I mean, especially with the way that things have been officiated and the way that things have been going, and we'll get to USA in a second
Yeah.
because we do have time before we get to there. But Morocco beating Canada, not a surprise. Like, listen, Canada had a nice little run. Good for them. Congratulations. Morocco wins that game. Morocco, wasn't, got 3rd last World Cup. So
Yeah.
they were ready for this. The France Paraguay game, uh, there were a lot of people that thought Paraguay won that game. I did not see it that way. I did not see it at all like that. I thought that, was the penalty a little ticky tack? I guess a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, yeah, it was the right call. They scored a goal. Could there have been plenty of penalties in the opposite way that they could have called? Probably. The fact that they said Paraguay didn't, won that game. No, that didn't happen the way I saw it. You know what I mean? I thought France won the game. And Paraguay had a good run. You know what I mean? But France was the better team. It would have been a better game to watch France and Germany play. Germany couldn't make it. They got beat too. But yesterday was the big upset.
Yep.
Brazil goes down.
Yep.
And realistically, I mean, the score was 2-1, but it really was 2-0. I mean, Brazil was given a gift on that penalty kick, to get a goal in. They just weren't going to get shutouts
Yeah,
against
it was a
Norway.
safe face. It was a safe face situation. Yeah, because I mean they were down 2-0 most of the time.
Not even most of the time. I mean, he scored his first goal. This guy Holland is they called him the Terminator. It's funny because I've been watching the game on Telemundo because I can get that on the 4K channel, with the antenna, because I don't have regular television here, so I get the regular. I just use the antenna, and I get it on Telemundo, and they've been calling him the Terminator. And, which was so hysterical. So he gets it, he goes, the Terminator, and the way he scored that first goal, when they cross over and he just jumps in front of that guy and does the header in, gets the first goal at the 79th minute. And really, you watched him most of the game. They were going just real, like he's just walking up the field, walking back the field. Like, he's not moving quickly at all. He's very deliberate with all of his moves. And then he gets the ball again in the 90th minute and scores a goal. So it makes it 2-0. And then you could tell Brazil was out. This is one of the earliest times Brazil has been eliminated from a
Mhm.
tournament, and it's not a big surprise to me. And that Holland from Norway is like one of the best players on the pitch right now. Like
Yeah.
he rivals Messi, he rivals Mbappe, he rivals the best players out there.
Mhm.
And when you've got the best player in, you know, on the field, you win the game. That's what
Oh,
happens.
a lot of the time, yeah.
And he's literally doing that. I mean, it's funny. They all jump on him. It's like he's got carrying three guys on his back every time he scores a goal.
I mean,
You
dude
know,
is huge. So
he is a monster. And it's funny when you do a little bit of research on him. 2 years ago, he came into the US, and I think he did one of the adult training classes with like Ray Lewis,
okay.
like, and learned how to move like a linebacker. So his movements are not very soccer-ish. They're more American football-ish.
Mhm.
So when you run into this guy, you feel it because he don't move.
Yeah.
He's just really planted and very deliberate with everything he does. And he's going to be a tough out. I am really interested to see this game against France because realistically, that's going to be, I think Norway has a really good chance of knocking France off. And
That would be
if they win that game, I have Norway, possibly winning the tournament.
well, yeah, I mean, they definitely have a shot because then most of your favorites are gone.
Well, so we'll get to the next one, where it's Mexico and England.
Yep.
And Mexico, you know, the moment they let up a first goal, I thought that they were in trouble. And then they gave England a red card, and they're playing with 10 guys. And then they scored the third goal. Yeah, it was on a penalty kick, but they were able to get in there, and Mexico caused a penalty to get a penalty kick, and now it's 3-1, and you knew Mexico was in real trouble. And they tried everything they could. They had a couple of shots on goal, but oh yeah, it's we'll get to you guys in a second.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's coming.
I know that you are not real happy right now with FIFA.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Belgians are not very happy with FIFA. Uh, but but it was the right call, actually, I think.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's just something they don't normally do. But before we get there,
yeah, exactly. But England winds up winning, that game, 3-2.
yeah.
Of course, the guy who got the red card is, he's a starter, but he wasn't the end all be all of that team.
Mhm.
So it's going to be good. Norway's going to wind up playing England, and yeah, I think that's. Like I said, I got Norway in that match. Right now, Norway is a plus 300. I'm taking Norway. I don't think England. I don't think England has the same type of game against Norway that they did against Mexico. All those they're not going to have all that noise keeping them up all night to get them excited for the game like they did the last one. So, Fred, to answer your question about offsides,
Yeah.
that offsides line, so yes, it's kind of like hockey. However,
It
it
moves.
goes by the defenders.
Yeah.
The back defender is where the blue line would be. So the last piece of where the defender is that's considered the blue line. So like the back foot the butt or whatever, it's possible that that's where that line is drawn. Now, because that's a moving line, they have to determine, there's two things that gets determined on offsides. Where the person is who's about to kick the ball, like when he kicks the ball to send everybody to go forward, and where that guy is, the attacker, in comparison to the defenseman. And none of that attacker can be past the defenseman in any way, shape, or form. So this is where you say a toe can cause the problem for offsides.
Yeah.
And then if that guy who says it's offsides kicks the ball or touches the ball in any way, shape, or form, the play is offsides. And that's where that comes. So it's really difficult to determine sometimes. That's why they have that barrier line and says, oh, the guy's over, because even a toe or the guy's butt is over that line, you lose that spot, and it's called offsides.
And we've seen a few of them come down to exactly that.
Yeah, there's been millimeters of offsides. You better wear smaller shoes, because you can't be wearing size 10 if you're a size 9.5. You know what I mean? Because that extra little bit gets you offsides.
No Belgium. But we might as well talk about the U.S. Obviously we get our player back, and that was a little bit of a surprise move. I think it was the right call. I don't think it warranted a red card in the moment during that review, which is why I think it ultimately got overturned. Or it's not even really overturned, right? Like the way that they released,
they've suspended it.
Exactly.
They suspended it the same way they suspended Ronaldo's suspension match. So they're waiting till after the tournament to initiate the red card, which has set an interesting precedent. It's possible now that the England red card that was gotten yesterday will be suspended, and that they're going to have to suspend all red cards during bracket play. Can't put that one up there.
Yeah, exactly. This is a radio show, so that one doesn't make it. But yeah, no. Again, it was sort of an unprecedented kind of thing. So it's kind of I thought it was interesting.
And I know that no offense to you guys, but you guys were hoping that he wouldn't play. I mean, you guys are basing your entire hope, because listen, we're evenly matched here. You put him on the field, and all of a sudden we're the better team. And no offense to Belgium, you know what I mean? Belgium is here and such like that, and they're like, oh yeah, we were celebrating because this guy got a red card.
Yep.
Come on now. That's not. You want the best players on the field to win, and you want to beat the best. It's like, listen, it's going to be hard enough to get past whoever we play against, because it's going to be Portugal or Spain. One of those big boys are going down. And I'm hoping it's Spain. I hope Portugal wins, because I think Portugal is the one team that the U.S. could beat.
So this is where I thought it was an interesting move, is that it doesn't really follow what they do, right? It's made a lot of people that don't care about this game at all mad, right? So, and I get that, Like it is kind of an interesting move in that way. At the same time, the way the red card was issued was odd, right? Because it wasn't in the moment, it was by review, and then it was after the fact that it got it placed. So I wonder if that played a role.
It did. I'm sure it is what. So the worst part about it is that we're the host country, and that's where they're saying, oh, well, because of this, because we're the host country, that FIFA is playing favoritism. And listen, the other game that's happening today, FIFA played some favoritism to, one of the guys on Portugal.
True.
He was suspended for 3 games, and guess what? They're like, oh, not any of these games. We'll wait till after.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pouring again. Wow. It's been we've been getting a lot of rain here.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
which is all better than a lot of heat.
Yeah, it's been sunny and nice. Hasn't been super hot, but it's been, upper 70s.
So, but because he's playing, first it was, they both were a plus 160 for this game. The U.S. now has a slight advantage. They're a plus 150 to Belgium's plus 175. Well, and it's going to be interesting in general, like just seeing who's going to be. I guess you're talking about Leonardo Trossard. He's going to be the guy that the U.S. is going to have to worry about some. And then, I mean, not only do you have to worry about Flo because he's the one scoring the goals, but Christian Pulisic is also a guy that's going to make a mark in this game. It's how do I put that? I don't know. Listen,
Yeah.
The USA isn't really ever in these FIFA conversations.
No, we're usually done right now. Like
we're usually out already if we're even in it in the first place. So we can cry all we want. You know what I mean? Listen, I have been on the losing side of things in a long time, but.
So this is something that people probably aren't really going to remember. Even if they win it all, it's the novelty of the U.S. actually doing something will outweigh anything like that. Just because they're not normally here. So like it'll get brought up immediately, be like, oh, would they have still done it if he was, suspended like he was supposed to be or whatever. But if they go on to win, then it won't be much of a conversation. Now, if it happened,
and really the conversation's only right now. This conversation's right now. And the fact that you're from Belgium, you know what I mean? I understand completely. That because you're from Belgium, you feel this more.
Sure.
But nobody else feels this the same way that you do. It's like the Belgians feel this and they are unhappy. Everybody else doesn't really care because the truth of the matter is that they know, like anybody who is in the FIFA tournament already understands Messi gets special dispensation. Like Messi made a much worse tackle. Literally cleated the guy, was looking at the guy, pushed him over and cleated him. And didn't even get a foul called on him. And here it was. He got a red card on a VAR that wasn't even supposed to be. You're not supposed to slow motion that. So like he was never even supposed to look at stills at slow motion. And What happened? Yeah, then it came out that this guy has been like one of the worst refs and has been investigated numerous times. Whatever. You know what I mean? It's like I get it. I understand. If you're Belgian, you're not excited about this call. It's the game is going to be played, and the truth of the matter is that if he never got that red card, he would be playing anyways, and that's how we're doing.
Yep.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know. And you know what? And FIFA has always been looked at as over corrupt. So
Yes.
are you surprised at what's going on?
Exactly.
But, but yes, I think it's going to be a good game tonight. It'll be interesting. And, we'll see what happens there. And then, of course, we have Portugal and Spain that's starting today at 3:00, and that's going to be a big one. I guess the dog got to the cameras and such.
Like Kung Fu Panda the door. I don't know if you heard that.
I heard something. I was like, what is going on?
That's why I was like, oh.
I think either way, it's going to be a good game, and
Yes.
and truth of the matter is that you can't let the decisions of others affect how this game goes down. You know what I mean? These two teams are about evenly matched.
Yes. I like that Joe's just stirring the pot here. The Italian guy.
The Italian guy is saying we beaten them for nothing.
That is great.
like the U.S. is the Dallas Cowboys or something.
We better hope not.
And then, of course, tomorrow is Argentina versus Egypt and Switzerland versus Colombia, and that's going to finish the Sweet 16. It's like I am rooting for Egypt so bad. Hey, listen, you know what we could say in Italy? I'm going to speak for Joe here. 4. I don't have a good one here. All I have is this one. There's 4 of these in the trophy in Italy. Trophy case in Italy. There you go, Joe. I just did all your talking for you. I am Italian by birth. Hey, no, I appreciate it, Joe. I appreciate you being all USA. He's from the USA. He's going back to the motherland for him. That's it was so funny because there's been some things that I've been watching on Instagram, and Instagram has been a hoot as of late.
Yeah.
Watching all of this stuff that's going on, and there was some Italian fan who's wearing an Italian jersey, and he was getting some flack from I'm not sure who, like one of the teams, and just because because Italy's not in it, he's like, oh, what are you talking about? Like, you can play all you want. We've got 4 of these trophies. How many do you have? So
I mean,
they had 0, by the way. That other team had 0, and there's no argument to that. So it doesn't matter whether we're in it or not. You're not catching us. That is absolutely a Dallas Cowboys way of thinking.
I was gonna say Cowboys, Niners. Yep.
So, and realistically, if it wasn't for that 14-year-old kid, I agree. That 14-year-old Bosnian, Herzegovina kid. who stole the cheat sheet. They just took the cheat sheet, came on the pitch, and he shouldn't have been on there. Quite literally. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And the captain is in the house. Captain, who are you rooting for now? Now that Mexico is out, are you a Colombia fan? Are you rooting for Portugal or Spain? I don't know. Like he might have been. I'm not sure if he's. I don't want to say where the captain is from originally.
Colombia.
So he's in Colombia. Okay. And I think Colombia is going to. I think they beat Switzerland. I mean, Switzerland's got a good team, but I think that they beat them.
See, and this is where I'm with you because I'm a Seahawk fan.
That's it. Well, so is he.
Yeah, no, exactly.
He's a Belgian Seahawk fan, so and we've been friends. We've been friends for a while. It's like we met through a Seahawks fan who is literally it lives in Florida.
Okay.
And is from Delaware. So
sure.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But has been a Seahawks fan all his life. He's actually on the board of the Seahawks fan clubs, in Seattle.
Awesome.
He flies in for like 4 or 5 home games a year. So, I mean, the guy's invested. The guy's very well invested.
That's awesome.
Dewhawk, a shout out to Dewhawk right there and his wife, T-Hawk. And interestingly enough, it's like when I went to the All-Star game in Orlando, it was a Seahawks party. So I had all these Seahawks. I was considered the bird in the wrong nest, and I got an honorary title of Eagle Hawk.
Oh, funny.
So I always have a love for the Seahawk fan base. They, like I said, when I had COVID, they reached out to me in droves, including some of the families of the players themselves, wishing me well. So it's like I am forever an Eagles fan, but the Seahawk fan base has got me. They're on the upper part of my fan bases that I root for. My man. Not going to love me a little in a little while. I know that.
That's right.
But
Later
you'll love me after the game. It's not my fault when the USA will win today.
I mean, they do still have to go win. That is for sure.
Yeah. As a go Birds. But so yeah, that's hey, it's going to be a tough game today. It really is going to be tough.
Yes.
This is a Sweet 16, and listen, if the U.S. wins this game, it'll be the first time they have made it to like the group of 8 since 1930.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So it's like they don't normally get this far. And the truth of the matter is that they really do have a good team. And Flo Balogun, he wanted to play on the French team. They said no.
No, when we're talking about U.S. soccer and making it very far, it's always the women's side.
Yes. But the way this is setting up right now, I mean, like I said, Argentina is still a major powerhouse.
Yep.
One of these powerhouses is going to go down today. Portugal, and Portugal has not been playing well. That's why I'm saying I'm hoping that Spain wins. Spain is the only team left in the tournament that has not let up a goal. So I'm hoping that Portugal gets an early goal and puts them somewhere in the tournament that they haven't been yet. because that'll make a big difference. I know that made a big difference with Mexico. That Mexico got nervous the moment they let up a goal and were down. So, and listen, Egypt is another one of these teams that was not expected to be where they are right now. And now are going up against Argentina, who is, for lack of a better, they are the darlings of FIFA. They're trying to give Messi another cup here. And I am hoping that's not the case. I would love to see. I'd love to see it go to penalty kicks. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't see Portugal winning this either. The fact that they have a big history between each other. Obviously, it's Portugal and Spain are neighbors, they're rivals. That's and I've been representing a country each day, and it's like I'm going to just represent both of these countries today. I'm not painting my face because I'm only going to paint USA today. It's like that's one of the things that I've been trying to do now that we are getting into the the 16 and the 8. I'm not going to paint face other than USA. So, because here's the other part about this, that if USA wins today, the next time they play, they would play, and if they win against Spain or Portugal, whoever they play there, they would wind up playing the same day as the All-Star game.
Oh, yeah.
Like at the same time as the All-Star game. Well, no, it would be earlier. So it would be, during the red carpet. And that means I am wearing USA and the Phillies uniform. Because there ain't no way, I'm not going to represent my team.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ronaldo is a great player. It's time. It's definitely time for him to come over to the MLS because he should retire. He's definitely an MLS player from here on out. And I'd love for the Union to invest some money and get him here. Like, you want to talk about him being like a big deal? That would be a really big deal. It would. I don't know that he feels that he's ready for that, but I would love to see the matchups between him and Messi.
Yeah.
In the MLS, like they would play each other like once or twice a year. It would be. So he won't. He won't play there. He won't play here because of Messi. Like I don't know why that whole thing is. I know that they're not the best of friends, but money is going to talk.
Yeah.
Messi gets paid $60 million a year. 60 million.
That's a lot of zeros, man. Like it's I'm working with people I don't like for 60 million.
So, and it would be awesome to kind of have them, to have that happen here. I know that they have been trying to figure out how to possibly do some type of relegation or something like that they were going to maybe add more MLS teams, that the way that they are trying to create this is that to get these players here, ultimately, Messi took the money rather than take the Beckham deal. Beckham was able to buy Miami for $25 million.
Mhm.
And he was the first player to get royalties on the games he played. He doesn't need the money. You are correct. But
he might want
owning a team makes things different.
Yeah.
When you own a team, it's a different scenario. And there's some allure to that. I'd love it if, I mean, the one thing that the union does have is there are two academies in the United States that are the top tier academies for soccer players, and there may be three now. I think Seattle, the Sounders, have a really good academy as well,
Yep.
And that is the Union, Austin FC, and Seattle. Red Bull Academy is more European. They bring people over to New York, but that's a European academy, so I don't really count that here the same way. And those are the top three. Now, that being said, why doesn't the Union win more games, and why are they doing that? Because they sell their players. They are getting rid of their guys. I mean, the best player on their team right now is like a 15-year-old kid who's already, going to be on Manchester United. Like when he turns 18. The moment he's 18 years old, Manchester United, he's in the Premier League.
Mhm.
So that's the reason why they're always getting rid of players and stuff like that. It's just the way that it works when you have these academies. Right now, I mean, there was 5 players from the Union who were playing. I mean, there's 3 people right now that are on USA that are from like Pennsylvania. 2 are from Delco. Like the goalie is from Delaware County. The one guy who scored a goal the other day is from Media, Pennsylvania, which is right up the street. I grew up in Media, so it's like almost from my hometown. I grew up in Swarthmore, which is next door to Media. So just to kind of let everybody know, I had my pinky in the air when I was growing up. And then Christian Pulisic is from Hershey. So, I mean, Pennsylvania is very well represented here. And there was 5 people in total that were in, like, Haiti had one of the members from the Union playing on their team. Now all those guys are out now, but I mean, the Union Academy has been very well represented. And it would be great. It would be amazing to have Ronaldo come here,
Mhm.
And get involved that way. I don't think he would come to Philly. I think he would go somewhere else, but
Probably, but coming into the MLS would be huge. I mean, it was massive when Messi came.
right. I remember the first game that I watched him play. Like that stadium was sold out. Like you couldn't get a ticket. And I got in, and the frustrating part about watching Messi play for the first time was that everybody was watching him play, including the guys on the pitch.
Yes, his
Like
own players were watching him play.
well, not only that, like, and so were the Union.
Yeah.
Like they killed us that day because they were so enamored with the fact that they were on the same pitch as him.
Yeah.
And I get it. I mean, it's cool. You know what I mean? I understand, like when you have somebody who is
An icon.
when you have Michael Jordan on a basketball court and you happen to be playing against him, you don't want to guard him because you want to see what he can do.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what happened. He wound up scoring like a hat trick that day. And one of the goals he scored was like from the midfield because the goalie was so far up. He kicked it over its head and he just kind of bounced in and the goalie couldn't get back in time. You know what I mean? It was like one of those. It was like, come on, guys, you guys got to do better than this. I think the final score was like 5-0 because he wound up getting like 3 goals and 2 assists. So it's just like, all right, this is I didn't come here to watch Messi play. I came here to watch him get beat.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen that day. But he is also the end. He is not the end all be all. He has lost championships here. He has lost games here. Exactly. Of course, that's what you do because you are enamored with the fact that your hero growing up, and as you learn the sport, he's been somebody that you've watched this entire time, and that's where that comes from.
And Ronaldo's a good enough guy. He'd probably sign it for you as you're getting bounced out by security.
And so, but we'll see. We'll see. He's going to finish out his season, and then he's going to figure out what to do. He's going to have to do his 3-game suspension and stuff like that. And it's I got to imagine that it's going to depend more on his wife.
That's fair.
So his wife makes a lot of the calls and the kids and stuff like that. That's going to be more important.
Mm-hmm. Well, and to your point, it's not like he needs the money. So
no,
it would need to be fueling something else.
So good luck today. Absolutely. We'll hear what you have to say tomorrow.
Maybe.
Depends on how we feel about everything. They chose the MLB baseball team. Everybody is ready to play. We got everybody picking 5 Phillies were chosen to the staff. Marsh is the only starter. Harper and Schwarber get chosen as well. And then Christopher Sanchez and Duran also get chosen. Surprised that Wheeler was not chosen, but they're going to go and say that he didn't have enough time. And I also suspect that if they need another pitcher, Wheeler will be that pitcher that gets brought in. The only surprise I thought was Harper. I thought that if he didn't get voted in, he may not have been invited. And I guess they just decided they felt like there's no chance that we are going to have a game in Philadelphia, an all-star game in Philadelphia, and not have Harper invited. I mean, his numbers are good enough to bring him in. I get it. And he's been playing much better as of late. But I thought that there were other players who maybe deserved it better.
That's fair.
Thoughts?
No, that's fair. I thought that we would have ended up with more than just Randy in for the All-Star game. I was surprised.
Oh, you guys only had one guy.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's a reserve. And that was Randy Rosarinas.
Yeah.
I thought Julio had played well enough that he would have gotten consideration there. But I think that was the only surprise. it's not like the rest of the team has played well enough to matter. And again, because you're in not best of baseball, it's the AL, right? And since the AL isn't playing particularly well, our squad is still right there. So yeah, I think that was the only surprise for me. We've also had some good pitching, so but we got a
Yeah, I
reserve in
thought
there.
pitchers would have made it in. I thought
Yeah.
your pitchers would have been what made it. So I was surprised in that regard. Hey, listen, you guys are 3 games above 500, and right now in 2-game lead in the division. So it's not like you guys are.
We're not playing poorly. We're not great, but we're not playing poor. Yeah, no, it's I was a little surprised. Again, not a big shock, but there's a couple of names that I was just like, oh, okay, well, that's interesting.
Well, this is where the voting, comes into play.
For sure.
And truth of the matter is that should Mike Trout have gotten voted in?
Probably not, but
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. You know what I mean? But again, it's hey, this is his hometown. You know, they were going to make sure he gets in here. It's
sure.
his 14th All-Star appearance. It's I get it. I get it. You know what I mean? That's why he's here. And he probably stole J-Rod's spot.
Fair enough. No,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
it,
the spot that he would have been at, right? I mean, he's right field, so I mean, I know that J-Rod plays center, but
I mean, it's a voting contest, right? Like it's popularity. Like your stats matter, obviously, but popularity gets you in the game.
agreed.
Cubs are playing better. Yeah.
But Brandon Marsh wind up getting his first ever start. He was actually leading the vote up until the point that all of the Dodgers fans decided to say, okay, now we're going to make sure Ohtani wins the vote again.
Mm.
But
I mean, him being the DH makes sense.
I mean, I guess, I would have maybe had, well, I guess you can't have him starting pitching. He can't be a pitcher and bat. So, and he's not playing first base.
Yeah.
But obviously, he doesn't have as many home runs as Schwarber.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not as many home runs. He's got a better batting average, though, doesn't he?
Well, I would normally say I agree with that, except for the fact that, like, he's got his batting average this year is 254, which is a lot higher than it would normally is.
Mm-hmm.
Ohtani's batting 288.
Yeah.
And he's got 12 home runs more than him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So Ohtani, let me see what his numbers are here. So this year he's batting 288. He's got 18 home runs and 51 RBIs. He's got 15 doubles, 2 triples, 60 runs scored. He struck out 87 times and walked 49 times. That is Ohtani right now. Well, yeah, he's 90 hits and 49 walks. I mean, so he's been on base 139 times, and he's batting, like you said, he's batting 288. Going to Schwarber, and his season is he's batting 254. He's got 82 hits, 53 walks, 30 home runs, 55 RBIs. He's got 55 runs. The numbers are very, very similar. You know,
Yeah. But then the popularity contest comes in.
of course. You know, so it's and Schwarber does have one triple. He's got 9 doubles. 131 strikeouts though.
Okay.
So he does have 40 more strikeouts than
That's significant.
Ohtani. Well, I mean, that's the difference in the average, 288 to 254.
Yep.
You know, if you get on base 25% of those times, you're at the same batting average.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at those two for MVP, it's going to be that's a close race. That is a very close race, I think. You know, because you're not looking at, hey, well, he struck out, 40 more times. Well, he does have 18 more home runs or 12 more home runs and more RBIs and, 5 less runs and 8 less hits. I mean, realistically, it's 8 less hits. It's the walks that are doing that. And then Ohtani hasn't played in a couple of games, I guess, or he has a couple of sacrifices.
Mhm.
That makes a difference because he's got 312 at bats to 323 at bats.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. 1 week from tomorrow.
Yep.
And 1 week from today is the home run derby. So it'll be fun to watch Schwarber and Harper and Ohtani all see who can hit the most home runs in Philly, which will be it'll be very interesting because I think Philadelphia is definitely a home run ballpark. We could be breaking records left and right.
Yeah, and then we have our celebrity softball classic this Saturday, the 11th. So I'll be in the building for that one. So that'll be fun.
Awesome. Yeah, there'll be a lot of stuff going on from this weekend coming up. Like I'm going to be a part of the Futures game. We're doing the red carpet event. I am going to be doing stuff with Netflix all week long.
Nice.
So you're going to get to see me that. If you saw the MLB 4th of July commercial, yours truly was part of that as well.
Nice.
So it's going to be a fun week.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, tomorrow I won't be here.
Yeah. So wait, you're gone tomorrow and Thursday, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Let's go USA. That's right. Fun tonight. I would say go over to Lemon Hill to go watch the game, but I think it's going to be pouring, so I will not be watching it at Lemon Hill.
Yeah, I'll be watching at home. But it's gonna be exciting game. Gonna be a tough one. That being said, that does get us to the top of the hour. If you are watching along, be sure to like and subscribe. If you're listening on 97.3 ICU Radio, be sure to stay tuned for some smooth jazz. Otherwise, we will see y'all tomorrow. Enjoy the game tonight. Take it easy, everybody.
Peace.